Morning, how you doing? Welcome. Sunday sermon, OCOD, our calendar of days. Okay, we're looking at fellowship, our year. We wandered on this path, seasoned travelers. We are talking about hexagram 13 is Dongren or concordant people. Additional interpretations include fellowship with men and gathering men. The lower trigram is lie, radiance, or fire, and the upper trigram is force, heaven, heaven above fire. It's going to be the sun. Okay, she yield to that. The judgment, fellowship with men in the open, success, meaning showing comradeship in the open, such as the trip to DC. Got me? Never been to DC. Borders wanted to cross the Great Water. The preservation of the superior man furthers. The Twin House Mystery. The image, heaven together with fire. The image of fellowship with men. Thus, the superior man organizes the clans and makes distinction between things. Get to know what's what and make a uniformity as to what's what. There were no mistakes made in terms of identity within a clan. My interpretation, fellowship, with this hexagram we see a man who for all apparent reasons joins in fellowship with others who are somewhat not of his kind. He does so because they are within close proximity of his dwelling. When in Rome, furthermore, if he were to limit his friendship to that of his close family ties, that would be wrong. That would be cause for regret, being that his social adaptations would be somewhat limited in scope, corrals himself in to possible groupthink. My interpretation, fellowship, to take it even further, to do so would be as the tale of the Allegheny of the Cave by Plato signifies. What it signifies is it is the story of a group of people in a cave who, for some apparent reason, is keeping warm, right? Or for some reason, the shadows, reflection, just like animals don't understand shadows. Same thing. You ever noticing how they stop whenever they see a shadow? Think of it as a solid object. Same thing. So these people, not knowing really the outside world, were perceiving shadows on the wall of the cave, and they interpret them as being real. Till someone broke out of the cave and went out and said those are just reflections of people going about their daily activities, which are limited in scope to us because we only see that scene, that particular scene. We don't know what else. Think of that. So that was by Plato, signify it is a sterile group of people in a cave, not knowing what the real world is really all about, like unto an Amazon tribe out in the wilderness, but on a different scale. People in the cave, they have no idea about reality. So just that hell down there, clean that up real fast. Things will be happening. These are the people who are becoming close-knit friends out in the open, alliances, allegiances, showing allegiance to each other through allegiances. It's the word. Alliances and allegiances to each other as a group. Once they know the definition and their perspective. Fellowship, my interpretation, it is the job of the superior man to know what is what and to point this out, preferably to people nearby first. To know more, one must extend his or her range of knowledge of prominent current issues, not trust homegrown knowledge, but to the tune of we only use chopsticks. Don't corral your mind in the group think. There's a reason for that, but that's what we only use. And that's because it is proper to reflect the same when a person is extending their range of knowledge about friendship. That's why we use them. It's about friendship. My interpretation in this passage, we see it called for universal brotherhood, irregardless of inconsistency. To serve is to serve. Always extend service to the betterment of all unto the one. Him. Okay, we at the end of our passage. And again, by my book, pleaded. And one more time here. Those are the people who are becoming close, knitted friends out in the open. alliances, allegiances. Like you talking to a cashier, she's staring at a security guard straight in his eyes. What does that mean? I mean, open allegiances, alliances. I didn't open. Which talking about pesos. I'll leave it at it is the job of the superior man to know what is what and to point this out preferably to the people nearby first. To know more, one must extend his or her range of knowledge of prominent current issues. What on that? Not just homegrown knowledge, not to the tune of we only use chopsticks, because it is proper to reflect the same when a person is extending their range of knowledge about friendship. Thank you. To that. In this passage, we see a call for universal brotherhood, irregardless of inconsistency. To serve is to serve, always a service to the betterment of all unto the one, for the info life. Okay, thank you. And